Hi, I'm Adam from NextGen Taxes, and today we're going to unravel everything you need to know about Texas taxes and those tricky Nexus rules. Texas has no state income tax. Woohoo! But before you start planning how to spend all that extra cash, there's a lot more to the story. We'll cover sales tax, property tax, franchise tax, and the infamous Nexus rules for businesses. Plus, I'll answer some of the most common FAQs to make sure you walk away as a Texas tax expert. Let's jump in. No state income tax, a blessing and a trade-off. Let's start with the good news. Texas doesn't tax your personal income. That means no state tax withholding from your paycheck, no state income tax filing, and more money in your pocket. It's one of the reasons why so many people are moving to Texas every year. But here's the catch. The state still needs revenue to function. Instead of income tax, Texas leans heavily on sales taxes, property taxes, and business taxes. Let's dive into these. Sales tax. Texas gets its share at the register. Texas has a statewide sales tax rate of 6.25%, but local jurisdictions, like cities, counties, and special districts, can add up to 2%, making the total as high as 8.25%. Let's say you buy a $1,000 TV in a city with the full 8.25% tax rate. You'll pay an extra $82.50 in sales tax. That's a significant chunk, especially if you're making big-ticket purchases. For businesses, this means you're responsible for collecting and remitting sales tax on taxable goods and services. It gets even trickier for out-of-state businesses selling into Texas, thanks to the economic nexus rules we'll cover in a bit. Property taxes, the cost of no income tax. Texas has no income tax, but property owners feel the pinch through some of the highest property tax rates in the country. The average effective property tax rate is 1.6%, compared to the national average of 1.07%. If you own a home valued at $300,000, your annual property tax bill could be around $4,800. That's not small change. These taxes fund schools, infrastructure, and other public services, so they're a vital part of the state's revenue system. Tip for homeowners. If you own a home, make sure to apply for the homestead exemption, which can lower your taxable property value and save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars annually. For businesses, accurate property valuations are critical to avoid overpaying. Franchise tax, Texas's business income tax alternative. While Texas doesn't have a traditional corporate income tax, it does impose a franchise tax on businesses. This tax, also called the margin tax, applies to businesses with gross receipts exceeding $1.23 million annually. The tax rates are 0.375% for retail and wholesale businesses, 0.75% for other businesses. The franchise tax is based on your taxable margin, which is your total revenue minus one of three allowable deductions: cost of goods sold, compensation, or 30% of total revenue. Let's say your business earns $2 million in gross revenue and deducts $1 million in costs. Your taxable margin is $1 million. For a retail business, the tax would be $1,000, 0.375% of $1 million. Nexus rules, the game changer for businesses. Now, let's talk about Nexus, the term that keeps business owners awake at night. Nexus determines whether your business has a sufficient connection to Texas to owe taxes. There are two primary types of nexus. 1. Physical nexus. If your business has a physical presence in Texas, such as an office, warehouse, or employees, you have nexus. This means you must collect and remit sales tax on taxable sales and may also owe franchise tax. 2. Economic nexus. Even without a physical presence, you can establish nexus through economic activity. If your business generates more than $500,000 in annual revenue from sales into Texas, you have economic nexus. For example, if your online store based in New York sells $600,000 worth of cowboy hats to Texans, you're required to collect and remit Texas sales tax. Economic nexus rules were introduced to level the playing field between in-state and out-of-state businesses, especially with the rise of e-commerce. FAQs, Texas taxes answered. 1. What's exempt from Texas sales tax? Some items like unprepared food, medical supplies, and prescription drugs are exempt from sales tax. However, most goods and services are taxable. 2. Can businesses avoid the franchise tax? If your gross receipts are under $1,023 million annually, your business is exempt from the franchise tax. Additionally, nonprofits and certain passive entities may qualify for exemptions. 3. Are there penalties for failing to comply with Nexus Rules? Yes. Businesses that fail to register, collect, and remit sales tax after establishing Nexus can face audits, fines, and back taxes. 4. Why are Texas property taxes so high? Texas relies on property taxes to fund public schools and local services, since the state doesn't collect income tax. While the rates are high, exemptions like the homestead exemption can help reduce the burden. The Texas tax trade-off. So, is Texas truly tax-friendly? It depends. If you're earning a high income, the lack of income tax can save you thousands of dollars annually. However, the high property taxes and sales taxes can offset those savings, especially if you're a homeowner or making large purchases. For businesses, Texas offers a competitive environment, but compliance with franchise tax and Nexus Rules requires careful attention. How NextGen Taxes can help feeling overwhelmed? That's where we come in. At NextGen Taxes, we make it our mission to simplify the complexities of Texas taxes. Here's how we can help. Assist homeowners in reducing their property tax bills through exemptions. Help businesses calculate and minimize franchise tax obligations. Ensure sales tax compliance and navigate economic Nexus Rules for e-commerce and remote sellers. Provide personalized tax planning to maximize your savings and keep you penalty-free. Take action today. Don't let taxes hold you back. Visit nextgentaxes.com or call us to get started. Whether you're a Texan, a business owner, or both, we'll help you make sense of it all. And don't forget to share this guide with anyone who might need a little Texas tax clarity. Follow us on social media for more tips, tools, and updates. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Adam from NextGen Taxes, reminding you that while Texas may not tax your income, there's always a way to make taxes work for you. Let's tackle those taxes together.